there's one party leader has a decision to take. So we have heard about, the 5-point plan. We've heard about the 8-person panel. We've heard about the 7 tests. We now have an 18-page document. There is one decision to be taken, that people who are waiting on cancer treatment and other medical services, people who are trying to get their kids through special education programmes, there's one decision that they want to hear from Jeffrey Donaldson, and that is that he's going to be prepared to lead from the front and actually listen to the public and take a decision to go back into the executive, to put the interests of the public that we collectively represent ahead of the interests of his own party. So we've had all of these things, and people are rightly exasperated and fed up listening to these various machinations of another initiative or another statement from the DUP, which moves us no further towards restoring an executive, no further towards tackling the issues that are facing people in their everyday lives. And we get them day and daily through our constituency office, and I'm sure the DUP get them too. So it's time for leadership, and if there are decisions to be taken, it really rests with one party. The rest of the people in that room are ready to go back into an executive tomorrow morning if one can be formed. There's one thing that is very clear over this last period of time since the DUP brought the executive in. The British government don't care about the public here. They do not care about them. They've inflicted a devastating budget on public services. So the idea that they would step in and somehow help the situation here, when the one issue that they have dealt with is the budget, and they have absolutely decimated our public services and done, according to the people who are advising us in the rooms in there, irreparable damage to public services. And every day and every week that goes on, and we don't have an executive in place to try and fix that, to try and undo some of the damage that they have done, then that damage becomes even more irredeemable, if you like. And we are getting that very clearly from public servants in there, are saying that, if the DUP's idea is they might swanny back in here in September, October, if the mood takes them, well, then there'll be damages done between now and then that we'll not be able to fix. And we'll spend the rest of the mandate trying to get back to square one in terms of public finances and the provision of public services. So the idea that the British government can at some stage, given their track record, given their complete lack of compassion or care for people who are struggling, come in here and fix our problems, I think is fanciful. We need to be back in taking decisions. Even with the restricted budgets we have, we need to be back taking decisions, because we're accountable to the people who elect us. The British government aren't, and they're not interested in the people who elect us.